Hi everyone, I'm going to show how to do a graph of the data that you collected in your radioactive decay lab. One thing that's worth noting is that the data that you collect is going to be different person to person, and so yours won't look exactly the same as mine as I go through this graph. We're going to start off by highlighting our data. We want to be sure to include these labels at the top. Insert chart. Google is a little bit confused about what we are trying to do here on this graph. It hasn't made an x-axis, and so the first thing we need to do is click over here and tell it that our x-axis is years. The other thing is that it's graphing the years as a series. That's our blue line, and we don't need that series. That's a nonsense series, so we'll delete that. And when now that is done, we actually have a very decent graph started. We'll do some slight cleanup here. We'll start off by relabeling it. This is radioactive decay of elements over time. We can go from chart title to our horizontal axis. This needs a title too, and this is years. Or we could say time passed, and our unit is years. Either way. We need a vertical axis. And this is percent decayed. No, we should say percent remaining. And my unit there is a percent. Aesthetically, all of this text is a bit redundant here. And we could really reduce this down to just element A, element B, C, and D. What we're going to do, since this is linked, is we're just going to edit it over on the chart or the table itself. What I'm doing is I'm clicking in the cell itself. I'm going up top to that text box. I'm removing everything before there. And you'll see as I do that, my legend at the top is updating in real time. Now we have a nice, neat, tidy graph. Element A, B, C, and D. One thing that we want to change yet is this is too big of an interval here. From 0 to 5,000 isn't going to be helpful for us. So we're going to go to our horizontal axis. Maybe I said wrong. We're going to go to grid lines and ticks. I said wrong, I apologize. And click on horizontal axis. And I'm going to change my step value, instead of being automatic, we're going to change the step value to be 1,000. That's going to give us a nice ability to be able to see the half-life of each element. For instance, for me, element C passes the 50 mark nice and neatly at the year 1,000. So it took 1,000 years for it to decay 50%, and so we know the half-life of element C is 1,000 years. At this point, your graph is good. You can click on the 3 dots at the top, copy your chart, and you can paste it into your document. I hope that's helpful.